Like an avocado. I'm scared I'll never see my sister again because I'm trans and my parents are homophobic.
He is a liar, as you say?
Well, absolutely.
Why did you work for him?
Savannah, slow down.
50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different. She 50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
Tomorrow, no, I won't give it a break. Don't need to beg, steal or borrow. Watch me as I walk this way. I'm busy building an empire. Don't really care what they say. I'm only here for a good time. Drown them out like now, no mistake. Mind over matter, take control. All my visions are set in stone. Don't kill my vibe. I'm flawless by design. Can't change my mind. Got too much on the line. Won't waste my time. You better recognize. Don't kill my vibe. I'm feeling so alive. I was born for this.
I'm so glad I got to see you. It was super nice. Yeah, okay, bye now.
It was not great seeing you.
Been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn and a king.
50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different. She 50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
Don't talk about feelings, Alfred. I don't have any. I've never seen one. I'm a night-stalking, crime-fighting vigilante and a heavy metal rapping machine. I don't feel anything emotionally except for rage. 24/7.
And we're gonna drive it over to your house.
My house?
Yes, your house. We're gonna drive it over there and park it overnight. And then tomorrow...
Man, not my house!
Randall, there is a cow outside.
There's a cow farm. You're gonna find cows outside.
And on
Well, maybe I'm the faggot American. I'm not a part of a MAGA agenda.
This is peak male physical form, whether you like it or not. I'm built like a sage grouse. You can't handle this. You can't handle this, bro. What is more masculine than being built like an actual rooster that had a wish to turn into a real boy? Hello? Are you stupid? Look at me.
Yeah, here come the rooster. Yeah, you know he ain't gonna die. No, you know he ain't gonna die. I was
was a kid who was stuck in his room. There isn't much more to say about it.
Please don't shoot the messenger, but cis queer women need to start realizing that the idea that men are inherently evil is a turf propaganda point that they have bought into and need to unlearn. Men are not inherently evil. The patriarchy is. The patriarchy is, please don't get mad at me. But individual men are not automatically evil. And I don't think you realize how much you are adversely affecting queer men because you are repelling them from their own community. Do you know how much it sucks to be met with a constant air of casual misandry in queer spaces when this is the most content I have ever felt in my body and the most me I have ever felt in my body? It really sucks. It destroys your self-confidence. And it destroys your ability to believe that anyone's going to want you or pick you. It destroys your self-worth. So please don't shoot the messenger, but I'm just asking you to reflect.
50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
And if you have 5 seconds to spare, then I'll tell you the story of my life. 16, clumsy and shy, I went to London and died.
It's official. I am going on testosterone in November, and I'm so excited.
She call me daddy, I don't even know her mama. She gon' do it for some Dolce Gabbana, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, design with no strings attached like Balenciaga. She call me daddy, I don't even know her mama. She gon' do it for some Dolce Gabbana, Louis, Gucci, Fendi, Prada, design with no strings attached.
Come here, babe, come sit next to me. Come and take your drawers off. Damn, you on the edge of the bed. You about to fall off. Take your blick and see.
There's no way in hell this is $5 million. Well, fuck me in the ass, this is $5 million.
Days I don't know if I am wrong or right.
Your mind is playing tricks on you, my dear.
50K to cousins, post a caption, pray none of my enemies hold me captive. I grieve different.
It's like a slight vent. I may just turn this to friends only. I don't know. It sucks. Most representation that trans men or transmascs get, everybody likes to brush off as, oh, what a strong woman fighting the patriarchy wearing men's clothes. Like with James Barry, how he said that he would rather die in bed sheets than let anybody see his genitals. That doesn't sound like a strong woman fighting patriarchy. That sounds like a man with bottom dysphoria. And like mask-presenting women exist. So it just sucks that they want to latch on to trans masks and trans men and misgender them to give themselves more representation instead of us, I guess. And especially when they're lesbians. Martha identified as gay, but God forbid, a butch identify as a man. And then you go and talk about, and you have no representation, and you're told to shut up, or man up, or, you know, stop being the men of the community and let women have something. I'm just tired of trans men and trans masks being erased.
I played these games before! I said I played these games before!
There was always this one particular thing that would bother me that I couldn't quite explain when I'd watch videos that were like passing tips for trans men and trans masks. And now that I've been on T for a little bit and I'm not assumed to be a woman by people that I meet, I think I know what it is. Because these videos would have like aesthetic tips, yada yada yada, and then it'd be like behavioral tips. And like telling you not to cross your legs, telling you to like sit a certain way, like walk a certain way, have a certain like manner of speaking. And I find that in scenarios where I still fall into these habits of behavior, I pass still. Sure, it's true that the majority of cis men I see don't do these things, but there is a smaller subset of cis men that I see quite frequently doing these things, and that is cis gay men, or cis queer men in general. So there have been times when people assume I'm a cis man, they just think I'm a gay cis man. And like, sure, it's like a little frustrating in the fact of like, I like women, like a lot, but you know, people assume the same things about, like, more feminine straight cis men or, like, more feminine bi cis men, so it's like, okay, whatever. But now to me, it feels like a little bit like internalized homophobia when I'm trying to, like, stop myself from doing things like that. Because at the end of the day, I don't feel like that's going to expose me for being trans as much as it's going to expose me for being queer. And there are for sure scenarios where, like, you don't want to be clocked as queer for safety reasons, and I'm sure, like, cis queer men can relate to that. But, like, if I'm with friends or I'm with people I trust or, like, safe, like, if I'm not around people that hate gay people, does it really matter that I'm acting more feminine or they think I'm zesty? And let me tell you, that fucking ick trend has been brutal because it's, like, mostly just men expressing their, like, positive emotions or vulnerability or, like, a little bit of a feminine side, like, in the slightest way, and these straight women are like, eh! So essentially, I had to get over internalized homophobia when I realized that I liked women, and then years down the line, I had to get over internalized homophobia because I realized I was a man. And I do want to be masculine, but I also want to be secure in that masculinity. And if I demonize anything feminine, then I'm just another one of those homophobic, misogynistic dude bros. Now, I know that passing is a point of safety for many, so do what you deem necessary. I'm not trying to shit on that. But some of the things that I have picked up over the years have done a little bit of damage to my psyche. And I'm now realizing why.
Can we get the bill, please? Oh, can we get the bill?
Louis, inside voice.
Oh, can we get the bill?
Inside Kyle's mouth, the muscles contract to force a smile, even though in his brain, Kyle is thinking, dude, fuck you.
Phone is crazy. I like to feel cute sometimes, little bro. What you gonna do about me feeling pretty?
Viola was facing a fate worse than death.
Sorry, Mom. I have a strict no ruffles policy.
Until her twin brother Sebastian.
Where are you going?
London for a couple of weeks.
What are you going to do about school?
I was kind of hoping you could help me with that.
Showed her a way out.
Could you just, like, pretend to be me?
You want me to turn you into your brother?
Nobody in Illyria has even met Sebastian. They wouldn't know the difference.
What's something you'll get a lot of hate for if you say it out loud?
The fact that every single trans masculine or trans male that I've talked to, including myself, has been fetishized for being trans. We're called small, cute, submissive, and even worse for my feminine presenting trans masks out there. I am also one of them. We get called stuff like femboys, we get called... And it is completely demeaning and embarrassing. It's even worse if the person knows that you're, like, submissive in any single way or a bottom. I don't know how many people on Grindr have only messaged me because I mentioned that I'm a bottom on there and transgender. And all those people have cross-dresser, femboy, discreet, and transsexual only in their bio. It's a fetish. You are fetishizing us. I'm a person when I'm masked, androgynous, or feminine.